Street Carlson Fieldhouse for CTN's live coverage of girls high school basketball. It's a conference and section showdown as the Cardinals host a very highly ranked Totino-Grace Eagles squad. Joe Young, Howie Shapiro sidelines, and Howie, a huge test in front of the home team as they have to try and slow a red-hot Eagles squad.
Yeah, it's a monumental task as far as I'm concerned, obviously. The number 6 rated Eagles come in and play the Cardinals. So, you know, they're at 3 wins on the season, but they're really going to have to play their best game of the season if they want to compete with Totino-Grace tonight.
Yeah, Totino-Grace comes in just 2 losses on the year, one to a number 3 ranked team and another loss to a team in the top 15. So they're coming off of a win over a 15th ranked team in 4A, Lakeville South. It was a close game, but 2 games previous to that, they had running time victories in the Hill Murray Holiday Tournament. So they're used to seeing really good competition, and they are able to run away if they're given the chance. They've got a lot of girls that can get the job done.
Yeah, none more than Chloe Nuss. She's averaging a little over 18 points a game and 9 boards. She really leads this team. Coach Dengaroo told me that, you know, as kind of she goes, that's how we go. And, you know, she's not the only one that can light it up for the Eagles, but she leads the way.
Yeah, and for Coon Rapids, Aaliyah Graham is red hot right now, had a triple-double 2 games ago, almost did it again their last time out, but she needs help. And one place they need help is on the inside. They're getting that from Shania Horton.
Yeah, Shania averages about 3.5 points a game, but more importantly, averages about 8 rebounds a contest. And if they want to be successful, they're going to have to limit the Eagles to 1 attempt, and she's going to be one of the girls that's going to have to get the rebounds tonight.
Yeah, absolutely critical for Cardinals tonight will be their defense. Can they limit the Totino opportunities? Can they keep themselves in the game and give them a chance down the stretch? The Cardinals take on the Eagles next on CTN.
Did you know major recreational equipment like RVs, campers, converted buses, and boats are allowed on residential property in Coon Rapids? But you are limited to 2 items that must be registered and operable. And any vehicle parked at a home for more than 12 hours must not exceed a certain size. For more information on this and other city codes, log on to coonrapidsmn.gov.
Back at the field house, just about ready to get this one underway. Ava Latecki stands at center court, ready to jump it off against Coon Rapids' Shania Horton. There is head coach Chris Bierman. And this one is underway. Horton winning the tip. Back to Casper, and now Leah Graham will set the offense. Pass down low was taken away by Chloe Nuss. Latecki stops up. Back up top for Schrader. Underneath, a little hesitation by Welsh, and she's called for the travel.
Yeah, I think the pass wasn't exactly where she wanted it to be, and she had to make an additional move, and didn't do it while dribbling.
One skips through the hands of Jakaya Palmer. Now backdoor to Aaliyah Graham. Goes to the left hand in the paint. Won't fall. Battle on the floor. Jump ball called, and it'll be Totino ball.
And I think, you know, one of the keys for the Cardinals, if they want to, they're going to have to limit the forcing of shots offensively. We'll see that as when they have the ball. But defensively, they have to really do a good job of just surrounding the player with the ball and limiting her options.
Nuss in the corner. Trying to get it back up top. It was kicked by Palmer. Welsh into the backcourt for Maria Radabaugh. Graham got a hand in. It was kicked right to Horton. She'll give it up to Jakaya Palmer. And Graham will bring it across midcourt. Back to Palmer, high on the left wing. Three-pointer off the mark. Rebound tip controlled by Graham. Hustles back up top. Little pump fake, another chance. And Palmer shuffled her feet.
Well, I liked how the Cardinals hustled after that rebound after the missed shot, and they had that second chance opportunity. Unfortunately, they turned it over.
Radabaugh to Welsh on the right side. Pass inside, taken away by Horton. Palmer gets it back ahead for Graham. Graham trying to get through several defenders. Latecki tipped it free. It's tipped back free again. Graham had an opportunity that was missed. And the rebound out of bounds off Coon Rapids.
Well, so far here early on, neither team can get a bucket.
Latecki high on the right wing. Into the high post for Schrader. Looking underneath for Nuss. They turn it over. Cardinal ball.
Coach Dengerud said her squad, pretty tight group of players, and you know they've got a couple of returning players from next year. They did get Maria Radabaugh back from knee surgery.
And now will be overturned. Nuss had a questioning look on her face, and after a brief discussion between the officials, ball awarded back to Totino. Up top, Nuss will put it on the floor, drive left side, won't get the roll. Porish had the rebound, pass then tipped away out of bounds by Radabaugh.
Yeah, a couple of opportunities for the Eagles. They haven't had buckets being able to fall at this point.
Full court pressure, Aaliyah Graham can't get through, tip free to Chloe Porish. Porish double teamed to the backcourt. Timeout, Cardinal bench. As the time was ticking away in the backcourt.
And defensively, that was a nice job by the Eagle defense to try and limit what they were going to do and try and take that ball out.
And that will be the discussion for Coach Bierman, how to break the full court press. Yep. Early on from a very good opponent. They brought a lot of pressure very early.
Again, good job moving down the lane, but again, couldn't get the basket.
And both teams hustling to the ball, limiting opportunities. That's what we talked about in the opening.
Right.
And they have, Coon Rapids so far, been able to keep Totino from getting a lot of extra looks in the offensive end, or extended looks for that matter. This one pop free to Casper, back up top. Palmer pushes it across. Horton in the middle of three. Casper forces it up, won't go. Eagles with numbers the other way. Nuss stops up, kicks it back to the top for Schrader. Schrader driving through the paint. She's fouled, she'll go to the line to shoot two. The shot goes up and over the backboard, out of play. Two and a half minutes in, no score quite yet between Coon Rapids and Totino-Grace. And Carolyn Schrader not able to change that with the first free throw of the night.
You know, and I think this cold play by Totino's got to worry Coach Dengerud, excuse me, a little bit here with not being able to score a point while they do get their first point from the free throw line here.
Rochelle Cooper and Callie McGrain into the game for Coon Rapids for substitutions of the night. Aubrey Casper on the right side looking for room around Nuss, can't find it, needs help. Dragged her foot and turned it back over. Amelia Saylor into the game for Totino-Grace. Nuss on the left side, Schrader high post, double teamed. Graham gets in there, ties it up, and wins the ball for the home squad.
Yeah, again, just good hustle there by Graham, is just making sure she tied that ball up and allowing the Cardinals to take possession.
McGreen right side, back for Graham. Left side, Cooper. Horton back out to Graham. McGreen looking to the baseline. Pull-up jumper won't go. Rebound on the backside by Royal. I didn't see when she slipped in. But out there now. Underneath, Latecki not able to finish, but does get the foul. Will go to the line to shoot 2 more.
Yeah, and that all started with Radabaugh taking the ball away, starting that opportunity for the Eagles.
And again, full court pressure causing problems for the Cardinals. Graham trying to get between a couple of defenders. It went off a foot. She was looking for the whistle. Didn't come, but then a travel will turn it back over.
The Cardinals are going to have to find a way to deal with that pressure defense, and they did there.
Cooper into the front court. Double team comes. Able to play it off of Saylor and out of bounds.
Head coach Mary Dengerud.
Cooper will put it on the floor. Right side. McGreen back up top. Cooper trying to pass their way around that zone, but not finding any holes. Graham in the middle can't get it to go. A save by Horton, but the Royals first, or Eagles first one there. Great steal by McGreen, but then Coon Rapids pass knocked away, and they will get a chance to inbound from underneath the basket.
Both teams' defenses are frustrating the other team's offenses here early on in this game. And the Eagles took that couple of free throws, the only points on the board so far by either squad.
Cooper puts it on the floor, drives inside, gets a foul. She'll go to the line to shoot 2. First free throw attempt of the game for Coon Rapids. Oh, no.
That's, no.
But was before the shot.
Yep.
McGrane out of the corner. Forces it through the middle. Costigan couldn't handle it. Graham from the free throw line. That's off the mark. Nuss has the rebound for Totino-Grace. Eagles back the other way. Into the corner. Saylor for 3.
Yeah, she just stepped back beyond the line. She didn't waste any time releasing that basketball, and she drops the 3. Great defense again by the Eagles.
More than 4 minutes in before we see a free throw or a field goal. And again, defense causes troubles. Person has the steal. Nuss has the easy basket at the other end.
The 7-point lead for the Eagles, and Cardinals yet to score a point.
Graham can't get through all the traffic. Another turnover. And it turned over right back.
Yep. And a lot of that that caused that turnover is the fact the Cardinals just being aggressive on defense.
Well, Graham, it's a couple of times she's looked for a foul or a call from an official that has not come as she went to split a double team. Rochelle Cooper gets contact on her way, and this time will go to the line for the first free throw attempt of the night for Coon Rapids.
Called on Carolyn Schrader, her first, team second. Porsche back in for Coon Rapids.
Exactly 5 minutes into the contest. Cooper hits them both. Cardinals on the board. Eagles working the perimeter. Another look for Saylor, another three, or sorry, for Sophia Person this time. Full court pressure, pays off with another steal. Right back on offense, a chance in close, wouldn't go. They just reset. Saylor in trouble, but is fouled. Aubrey Casper called for the reach.
That'll be her first, team third on the Cardinals.
Long three-pointer for Radabaugh won't go. The rebound for Person. Back to Radabaugh. Steps inside this time. That shot won't go either. Horton flies in for the rebound.
Yeah, she got up there to get that board.
Porish's pass picked off by Schrader. Up court quickly. Welsh with the left hand can't get it to go. Rebound controlled by Person. She's fouled. It's going to be number 5 against the Cardinals.
Number 4.
4, sorry. Inbound goes to Schrader, kicks it up top. Three-pointer off the mark for Welsh. Rebound by Cooper. Head for Horton. Long pass out of the reach of Chloe Porish. And it's turned back over to the Eagles. A 10-2 lead, 11:45 to go in the first half. Jakaya Palmer back onto the floor. Latecki for 3. That won't go. Oh, it hit the shot clock, out of bounds?
Out of bounds. That time Cardinals doing a good job of breaking that pressure.
Horton mishandles it, turns over. Numbers down court, Radabaugh up and in.
Yeah, and just smartly using her left hand to shield it against the defender.
Steal by Radabaugh. Numbers underneath again. Welsh denied by Porish, but a recovery by the Eagles. Flying in Latecki, Schrader, she gets the foul, and will go to the line to shoot 2.
Yeah, now the Eagles being aggressive as they charge the lane, getting an opportunity for shots. Whether they make them or not, they get an opportunity from the stripe. 10-point lead now for the Eagles.
It's been an interesting evening at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse.
The fire alarm went off
fire
earlier.
alarm during the JV game.
Apparently, popcorn was the culprit, and everything was fine. There was no fire.
Schrader hits 1 of 2. Nuss got a hand in, nearly got the turnover. Latecki does, and she scores underneath.
Well, and Latecki just being really aggressive as she's able to get underneath and get that loose basketball for the easy bucket.
Ella Jennison, fresh into the game, called for the foul, but the full court pressure continues, and Porish did not reestablish herself in bounds before taking the return pass, and the Cardinals turn it back over. Nuss out of the corner, up top for Radabaugh. Horton is going to get called for the foul in the corner.
I think it's just a turnover.
Oh, just a knocked way out of bounds.
Yeah.
Letecky on the baseline, able to score. 15-point lead.
Now those are some easy buckets for Letecky. Cardinals having a difficult time bringing it out.
6 straight for Letecky, and again, it's essentially on one possession because they haven't been able to get back out. Graham fighting through some pressure, getting the bucket and the foul.
At the time, Leah Graham doing a really nice job of just taking the space that the defense gave her. She's going to cut between 2 defenders and then another 2 as she's able to get the shot off. And again, stay with herself in control to make the bucket an opportunity for a 3-point play.
And she's able to convert, but a huge hole early after a slow start for both offenses. The Eagles took flight quickly. Sailor cross court, Nuss for 3.
Oh, she's fouled.
And she's fouled. After the shot was away, Chloe Porish, in disbelief, looks to her coach, palms up, sending Nuss to the free throw line for 3.
Oh, that's Porsche's second, the team's 6th. Back in for Coon Rapids.
Nuss able to hit 2 of the 3. And Totino will take a timeout, up comfortably 21-5, just over 8 minutes into the game.
Yeah, you know, we've seen a lot of pressure defensively by the Eagles in the Cardinal end, and really limiting what they're trying to do, taking the ball out down court, and it happened to cause some turnovers, and some which led to points for Totino-Grace. That's how they build up this lead.
Yeah, multiplying their baskets by creating quick turnovers and easy buckets off of those.
They're playing the Eagles for the Eagles here at Roger E. Carlson.
Just don't dig the Eagles.
Oh, really?
It's a movie. It's a movie line. If you don't get it,
I don't get it. I don't know what movie that was from. I thought you were saying you don't dig the Eagles.
Well, they're all right.
Oh, I like it.
But every time I hear it, that's what I think of. And for those in the know, they know.
Apparently, I'm not in the know. I haven't.
Correct, Neil Hennon.
Big Lebowski. Hennon gets it.
Eagles back in control on offense. Left side for Jennison, inside for Sailor. She's in traffic, gave it back up to Jennison. Up top, Nuss. Trying to get back down low, turned away. Gets it back, puts it up and in just before the shot clock expired.
Yes, again, solid defense for the Cardinals.
But another turnover, not able to get out of their own defensive end after a bucket. Then a good defensive play by Callie McGrane to get the tie up and win the ball back for Coon Rapids. Yeah, it's a lot easier if you never even get back into your defensive half. And that's the strategy that's being employed by Totino-Grace right now. We don't want to go back to our end.
No. However, the Cardinal defense is doing a pretty good job of the last couple times down, limiting offensively what the Eagles want to do.
Tino called for foul along the sideline.
Right about
Team foul number 5 on the
her first, team 5th.
Horton, too tall for McGrain. Turned back over. Saylor pushes it ahead. Radabot drives the paint. Left side for Welsh. High pass, but good hold by Latecki in the corner. Saylor gets it back to Nuss up top. Latecki high post, turns, shoots, and knocks it down.
Again, using her size, she gets that little bit of a elevation and lift and able to get that bucket to.
And then she gets in the way of another pass, nearly got herself another steal and turnaround jumper.
returning to the court for the Cardinals, number 22, Rochelle Cooper.
Cooper back in for Coon Rapids. And Eagles with the basketball in a 20-point lead. 8:15 remaining in this opening half. Officials discussing some point. Not sure.
Discussing the shot clock,
Yep.
believe, and
Putting it at 20.
inbound goes to Latecki. Hands off to Nuss up top. She'll hit the runner on the left side.
Yeah, and again, just converting into those points. Another turnover.
Welsh behind the defense. She's headed knocked away out of bounds by Rochelle Cooper. Coon Rapids gets another chance. Radabot jumps the pass, gets the steal. Work it to Welsh. She hit the underside of the basket. Down court pass taken away by Saylor. Pass help from Radabot. Left side, Latecki, little pump fake. Nuss driving left side, spins back to her right, misses. Second chance wouldn't go for Welsh. The rebound by Casper.
Welsh tried that wraparound, and she couldn't get that to fall. I like the effort. Now, right about another foul for her. That's the second on her and the team's 6th.
Palmer, a three-pointer is good.
She put that up from way outside. That's a big shot for her.
Jennison crashing in, takes the foul. Sorry, Sophia Person. So Person will be at the line for a 1-and-1. Able to get to roll and earn the second. It's short, rebound controlled by Saylor. Back underneath for Person. Her shot is good.
Yeah, she had to get rid of that one quickly, but she was able to wrap it around.
Cardinals able to pass out of the pressure this time. Graham at the other end, can't get it to fall. Saylor juggles but controls the rebound. Saylor, open look, can't get the three to go. The rebound and follow for Latecki.
Yeah, again, really nice job by Latecki to control that board and get the bucket.
She is now in double digits.
Yep, 11 has 11. Oh, nice steal.
Person getting a hand in the passing lane. Sailor to Nuss on the right wing. Latecki left side now. Nuss drives baseline and scores. 6 minutes to go in the first half.
Yeah, just a nice job. She has 10. Nice job with that first step to get to the basket.
Rochelle Cooper, good effort, but can't save it to a teammate. Totino, though, turns it right back over.
Now for the Cardinals, number 21, Shania Horton.
Red there to support. Not a lot for him to get into.
No, Red's always here
so
to support.
far.
Eagles, number 20, Trader.
Cooper backs away from Sailor, now drives baseline. A little too much on it. She and Jennison tie up for the rebound. The possession arrow will favor Totino-Grace. Pass back into the middle is tipped around and out of bounds. It'll stay with Totino-Grace.
I think Cardinals, well, I think they're going to give the ball to the Cardinals.
Oh. Cooper able to find a little room to run. Able to draw some contact, get herself back to the free throw line.
Yeah, again, Cooper just trying to get that corner and get around the edge. Does a nice job of releasing the basketball. Doesn't get it to fall, but trying to earn him from the stripe.
Cooper able to hit them both. She's got 4.
Timeout taken by the Cardinals.
Cardinals are going to call timeout, talk about things, trailing by 24 with 5:23 remaining in the half. You know, you had mentioned the Hill Murray Christmas tournament and that the Eagles had won, and when I was talking to Coach Dengerud, she was saying that was really important for us. We felt that that was kind of a turning point. We won that tournament. We felt that, you know, we're playing it really well. They want to obviously continue to advance and continue to play well, but they felt they turned this little bit of a corner. They were struggling a bit in terms of what she wanted to see and consistency, and ever since then she's felt that they've played a lot better.
Yeah, and 2 runaway victories in that tournament win, but
yes,
you know, you look at it in a 2-point loss to Delano that is currently 2nd or 3rd in the state. Their only other loss to Matamidi was a 61-43 loss, but Matamidi is no slouch.
No, they're good.
They are 15th, I think, somewhere in there in AAA. But then to close out the Hill Murray tournament, especially with that solid win over Lakeville South,
yep,
it's only a 4-point win, but you know, when you look at the 2 victories before it, 40 plus in each, and then only by 6, but that's a much better team. It's a top 15 team in 4A.
Correct.
So, and looking to get back to the day-to-day of the conference schedule here against Coon Rapids, and they've put on a clinic so far. Palmer comes up short. The rebound by Horton gets it back to Palmer. Cross court, Rochelle Cooper for 3. That's off the mark. The rebound by Welsh. Jennison running left side. Coming back is Latecki. Back to Latecki in the right corner now. gets to the paint, working against McGrain. Had to get the ball re-secured. Person will give it back to her. Timeout, Totino-Grace.
Coach Dengaroo thought she saw something she didn't like in that flow and decided to call a timeout, regroup. There's Red. He's jamming to Little Prince.
It's like I've seen him
came
before.
Up from the basement. It's like, so mean to me. So mean to my puppet.
But I still just can't wait to see what they're going to do.
I know, right?
Sailor with it, hands off for Welsh. Into the middle, Jennison. The shot that won't fall, rebound tip, controlled by Aaliyah Graham. Leah Graham had her pocket picked as Jennison snuck up behind. Jennison gets it back and pushes it ahead for Sailor. Erica Welsh hands it off. Latecki, fadeaway jumper is good. Horton's pass deflected and taken away. Wells trying to hand it off, now gets it back from Person, who was on the floor. Ahead for Sailor, leans in and scores. Graham running the floor the other way. Her pass didn't click with Cooper, who scoops it back for Chloe Porish. Porish gets it back, takes a long three-pointer. That's off the mark. Welsh has the rebound. Person in the left corner, back up top for Latecki. Latecki forced to travel. Yep. Rochelle Cooper took the bump, gets the turnover. Callie McGreen and Aubrey Casper back in for Coon Rapids. Maddie Podvin getting her first time on the floor for Totino-Grace. Aaliyah Graham in control for the Cardinals, extending on defense is Person, right side, Cooper, high post, McGrain, back out, Casper out of the corner. Running jump shot, won't go. Welsh has the rebound, trapped along the baseline. Got it to Sailor, pushes it ahead for Nuss. She waits for help, and now we'll get it back from Person. Operating from the right wing, she hands it off and kicks it back once more. Sailor's pass a little too far for Welsh, but she scooped it back to Person. And now Podvin gets it back to Welsh. Back to Sailor in the middle. Her shot wouldn't go. She battles for the rebound. It is tied up. It will be Coon Rapids ball.
You know, obviously you're down by 28, and you're looking for some positives, but they've been doing a nice job defensively. The Cardinals just troubling.
If you took away how many points Totino-Grace had as those, we'll call second and third
absolutely
points off of, you know, the turnovers where Coon Rapids was not able to get out of their own end. Which, ton of credit to Totino's defense for forcing those turnovers and making them pay so quickly. But it would be a different story because they have a lot of those points that did not go the distance of the court.
Yeah, and you can see they backed off that full pressure here as this half is winding down a little bit with 1:44 remaining. The assist from Dave Emme. He's using his soccer skills to make sure that ball didn't get past him.
Nuss into double digits with that last drive for Totino-Grace. was having trouble trying to figure out what it was I was saying exactly, but the number of points that they scored
what you're saying.
off of forced turnovers off the inbounds, it would be a much closer game. But I see what you're saying. They have done some good things on defense. They have troubled them at times in a half-court offense situation. They have scored a lot of their points in transition and off of turnovers.
I mean, obviously it's going to be concerning to Coach Bierman that they only have 10 points here in this first half.
They only have 2 baskets from the floor. That, I think, would be a concern, yes. 1-and-1 opportunity for Sailor, missed the front end, but Totino gets the rebound back. Graham jumps the passing lane, gets the steal, runs to the other end, and
I think they're
it's going to be Totino ball.
I think
that's going to be a turnover.
Yeah, I think
Graham was looking for contact. That could get the foul on Potvin, but no call, and it's nearly turned back over. Pass from Person right to the back of Sailor's head. Her shot is short. Maybe Cooper gets the rebound.
Maybe that's in the playbook.
Spoink.
It's called. That's what it's called. The spoink. Let's run the spoink.
Welsh driving, flips it up left-handed, missed everything, and it's a turnover back to Coon Rapids. I think somewhat of a similar scenario, looking for maybe a little contact, thinking might get a call, did not.
No.
And as we're under a minute to play, a healthy lead for the visitors. We knew this would be a great challenge, but it has been that and then some. Graham able to score, looking for more, but did not get the call. Open look for Potvin, and she hits the 3.
Yeah, she drained that one.
Graham through traffic, throws it up, scores again. Able to weave her way through a couple of different times in this final minute. Three-pointer from the other side wouldn't go for Welsh. A couple of tip attempts won't go either. The buzzer will sound, and we will get to the half with Totino-Grace on top by a 43-14 score. A little fight left in the Cardinals.
Sweet.
As they finished strong. Aaliyah Graham, a couple of baskets in the final minute to make it a little bit more respectable, but a 29-point lead for Totino-Grace as they head to the locker room. Down on the floor now with head coach Chris Bierman is Howie Shapiro. Howie?
Thanks, Joe. Coach, 29-point lead. I thought you did some nice things defensively, especially down. They troubled you really a lot getting the ball out. Talk about that first half and your thoughts.
Yep, we're showing the signs of being a young team. We're kind of getting out of our assignments on the press break, and they're taking advantage of it. We're going to clean it up and try to get some easier baskets in the second half.
Wow, what's your general message in terms defensively for your girls? I thought, that's kind of been the nice thing that they've done here is they have played well defensively. You guys haven't been able to score.
Yeah, we're just going to keep developing. There's no big over-the-top message. We know what we're working on, so we're just going to keep improving our skills and keep attacking them.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second. We'll take a quick break and break it all down right after this.
Back at the Roger E. Carlson Fieldhouse, the Totino-Grace Eagles have spread their wings and shown their colors. They're a 6th-ranked team for a reason, and they brought the pressure in that first half. A very slow start as neither team scored for the first couple of minutes, but once they got going, Totino was hard to stop. Coon Rapids buckets were few and far between in this contest. Aaliyah Graham got the first bucket from the floor almost midway through. But huge spurts by the visitors, punctuated by a lot of steals off of that full court pressure we talked about, and leading to uncontested baskets. And they built the lead very large, almost 30 points.
Yeah, they pretty much controlled that first half, and hopefully we'll get a chance to talk to Coach Dengerud and see what her thoughts were on that first half. But she's got to be pleased with the 43-14 score at the break.
We will take another break. We'll be back with the second half after this. You're watching Girls High School Basketball on CTN.
There was once a time when local sports coverage wasn't what it is now. A dark age filled with handicaps and Polaroids and angry crowds. Then 2 noble souls stood and proclaimed aloud that they'd give the people high-quality sports no matter how. So sports nights they became. Delivering stats and highlights was their vow. And sports nights they remain. Watch them weekly on CTN Now.
Welcome back to Coon Rapids High School. A 43-14 lead for Totino-Grace. I'm here with head coach Mary Dengerud. And coach, you got to be pleased with a 29-point cushion at the break. Talk about that first half and what you saw, what you liked from your squad.
What I liked from my squad was that we were hustling. Our defense, I thought, gave them fits because we were just really active on the defense. Our old boards and our defensive boards, I thought, were really helpful.
What was the word to the girls in terms of what goes forward here in the second half?
Well, I think on the second half, we just have to make sure that we're running our offense on that zone. I think we were rushing it a lot, and I think we need to move it around and work both sides of the floor.
Thanks, Coach. Good luck in the second half. We're going to throw it back to the one and only Joe Yend, and we'll get this second half going.
Thank you, Howie. And business as usual for the Totino-Grace Eagles. Again, we talked about it in the open. They have been in some close contests and beaten some very good teams. They have also shown they can run away from teams as well, and they are doing so here tonight.
For the second half. Same ones for Coon Rapids, same ones for Totino-Grace. Same back channel.
Defense is what it's been all about, and the Eagles have been all over the ball.
Yeah,
and
they have.
Just, you heard Coach talk about some misplays on their pressure. To get around that pressure, and it has led to a lot of easy baskets inside. Coon Rapids will start with the ball? No.
No.
No. Totino will start with the ball.
The Cardinals love to get a couple of stops here on defense, but to convert those stops to points, trailing by 29. They've got some work cut out for them here in the second half.
Well, and again, when you're in this kind of contest, you have to compartmentalize things, break it down. You would love to win the half.
Yep.
You start by winning the first 5.
When I think
Lateki, look on the look on the baseline is short.
And you'd like to stay out of running time, if you can avoid that. I mean, it's a 29-point lead. as she walked, unfortunately. But yeah, you'd like to make sure you stay out of that, so you can work on your game.
Might have been a little extra step there for Aaliyah Graham. Yeah, you always want to avoid that, especially on your home court to a conference opponent. Open look for Erica Welsh, and she knocks down the three. Chloe Porish wants the answer. Won't find it. Long pass ahead for Latecki. She lost the handle and turns it back over to the Cardinals.
Yeah, she tried to make a move with her back to the basket. Unfortunately for her, she couldn't handle the basketball.
Graham cross court. Palmer for three, off the mark. Out of bounds, Eagle ball.
Good move underneath the basket by Schrader, Carolyn Schrader. She just she bodied up the Cardinals defender.
Nuss sneaks in behind and gets the easy basket underneath.
A couple of buckets for the Eagles to start this second half.
Casper's shot was partially blocked. Fire it downfield. Nuss, well defended by Palmer, comes up short. Graham running back the other way. Pass got away from Horton. Scooped up by Nuss. Radabaugh is fouled at the other end. She'll go to line to shoot two.
That's Ja'Kai Palmer's first team foul on the Cardinals.
Radabaugh hits the front of the rim, rolls off. Missed them both. Rebound for Casper. Porish there to assist. Horton ahead for Graham. Left side for Palmer. Palmer. Hook shot won't go. Rebound tipped away out of bounds. It'll be Cardinal ball.
Down for the Cardinals, number 22, number 30,
Amari Royal and Rochelle Cooper in for the Cardinals. Palmer drives, scoop shot won't go. The rebound for Schrader. Pushes it ahead. Welsh underneath. Latecki kicks it back out. Radabaugh drives baseline, scores with the left hand.
That was a really nice move by Radabaugh, because I think the defense thought maybe she was going to keep it outside, and she just made a quick step to the inside and able to gain the basket.
Cooper in the paint, gets the foul, goes to the line to shoot two.
That's fourth personal on Schrader. Just the first team foul of the second half for the Eagles. Well, Saylor comes back in for the Eagles as Schrader's going to take a seat with her four personals.
All of Cooper's 5 points have come from the free throw line. Make it 6. Radabaugh runs the floor,
Beautiful.
scores with the left hand.
End to end.
Three-pointer for Palmer won't go. The rebound by Nuss, kicks it ahead to Latecki. Slow to get up at the other end. Radabaugh scores plus the foul. And a little bit of a limp for Nuss who's just now making it across midcourt.
Yeah, Coach Dengaroo does not want to see that. The team's leading scorer, leading rebounder.
Radabaugh able to convert. He's got 9, including the last 7 of the game for Totino.
Oh, I don't know.
Yeah, I didn't think so either. Jakaya certainly didn't think she touched it, but pass was deflected.
Coach Bierman didn't think so. It was right in front of him.
Perspective.
Yeah, here we go again with the perspective.
Nuss drives left side, working against Graham, kicks it out. Lateki thought about the shot. We'll put it on the floor instead. Nuss' second chance is good.
Looks like her knee's okay. She has 14.
Cooper trying to make a move inside, lost the handle out of bounds. Radabaugh runs right side. Kicks it out to Nuss. Out of the corner. Can't get the runner to fall. Rebound tipped around, controlled by Costigan. Back the other way, Aaliyah Graham throws it up and in.
That was a nice job. I wasn't sure how she was going to make that one, but she was able to put it in.
Lateki drives to the lane and scores.
Yeah, she does a nice job underneath. She has 15.
Graham backing her way in against Radabaugh. Support came defensively for Welsh, but with it came the foul.
Yeah, it's just going to be her first personal, team second. Techie going to take a seat on the bench with her 15 points.
Palmer, three-pointer is good.
Yeah, and this Cardinals certainly need that.
Looking for the answer at the other end, it won't go. Rebound by Person. Welsh from the corner, that one does.
And she was able to drop it. 41-point lead for the Eagles.
Callie McGreen up top for the Cardinals. Rochelle Cooper for 3. That one's off the mark. Saylor has the rebound, flips it to Welsh. Welsh runs into McGrane, spins away, and gains the front court. Into the corner for Radabaugh. Radabaugh leaves it off. Person will give it to her again. A three-pointer is good, like a dart.
Yeah, you know, she's their point guard, but she's their leader offensively in terms of what they do, how they set up. And she felt it from way outside.
Cooper can't get it to go. Rebound out of bounds off the Cardinals.
In for the Eagles, number 21, Ella Jennison.
Ella Jennison back in for the Eagles.
Driving, Radabaugh scoring.
That was too easy. She's able to cut through the defense and get the layup.
And she has been driving the bus for the Eagles here in this second half. Now has 14 points, I believe 12 of them here in the second half.
And as you're talking about her, she's going to pick up the personal. That's her third, team third. Carolyn Schrader on the bench, one of the starters for the Eagles with 4.
Inbound to Palmer, backs out, hands off to Aaliyah Graham up top. Crosses over, left side drive, gets the roll.
Nice move by Aaliyah. She's able to use the left hand and get the bucket. She has 11.
Person hands off, Saylor to Welsh in the corner. Up top, Radabaugh. Looks for room, left side, scoop shot is good.
Yeah, we've seen a couple baskets like that from her this evening, and she has 16.
Chloe Porish back up top and around. Jakaya Palmer for 3, that's off the mark. Long rebound, Jennison there first. Radabaugh pushes it ahead. Saylor on the run. Behind the defense, scores easily. Graham's shot this time comes up short. Radabaugh runs coast to coast, scores ahead of everyone.
Well, she's been, as you mentioned, she's been turning it on here in the second half. 18 points to push the lead to 50.
And again, she had just 2 at the break.
Yep.
And the wheels coming off a little bit. Behind the back pass, Person gets the roll for the finish. Yeah, passes just getting away and frustrations showing a little bit in the body language of the Cardinals.
Understandable. I mean, you know, push comes to shove, you want to win.
And again, as we talked about at the beginning, you want to avoid that running time.
Yep.
You want to do those things, but again, you break down and compartmentalize. If you don't win one drive, you can't force drive 2 to make up for that, because you get into this snowball effect and you're turning over and you're down by 50.
Timeout taken by Totino-Grace.
Eagles going to call a timeout here with a healthy lead. 9:06 remaining.
Yeah, and once we cross the midway point of the second half, which is 9 minutes, it will be running time, well over the 35-point threshold. And you know, you go back to it's not easy. And Coach Bierman talked about it. There's such a young squad. There's so much, you know, ahead of them, much more ahead of them than there is behind them.
Yes, absolutely. No question about that.
I mean, you have one senior on the entire roster, and I don't know that Maya Tengwell has been back at all as far from her injury. So a lot of juniors, but girls all the way down to even some middle schoolers that have been getting some playing time. But we've seen Costigan in this game, just a freshman. A lot of juniors.
A lot of juniors,
This will be a lineup that comes back next year. You know, having weathered these storms and learned these lessons.
Right. And those are the things, is you learn the lessons and you try and grow from them. And, you know, maybe you're making some mistakes in this game that you didn't make earlier, or vice versa. Maybe you're learning from those mistakes you made earlier. But yeah, certainly they would not like to be in this situation. But they knew coming in this is going to be a tough one from the jump.
Three-pointer for Saylor is short. Costigan has the rebound. Cardinals on the run the other way. Palmer with the left hand gets it to go. Latecki in the corner, into the post for Saylor, and Saylor is going to be called for the offensive on the hook.
Yeah, just a little too much arm on the inside.
Palmer trying to get inside, draws the foul, will go to the line to shoot 2.
That was called on Saylor, her second, team 4th.
In for Totino-Grace, number 30, Arcelia Abadu.
Palmer able to make 1 of 2. Three-pointer off the mark for Podvin. Rebound by Cooper. Cooper trying to push it up court. Saylor got in the passing lane, got the steal. Saylor in some trouble in the paint. Kicks it out. Aballo kicks it back out. Podvin on the baseline. Her pass taken away by Chloe Porish. See,
Porish doing a nice job defensively there.
One good defensive possession.
But you want to get a score.
Compartmentalize.
You might, yeah.
One good offensive rebound.
Perspective.
Compartmentalize.
Yeah, I like that one in perspective.
Palmer steps inside, gets the foul, and will go to the line and shoot 2.
Yeah, unfortunately, she couldn't get that shot to drop with a three-point opportunity, but she'll try and get those from the stripe.
Her second, team 5th.
2 now. 2.
Chicago on that 1 more.
1. Again, Palmer able to hit 1 of 2. Cooper going to the floor, tying it up. Possession arrow still favors the Eagles, but
It does.
a good defensive effort.
Yeah, absolutely. Well, and we
Compartmental.
Well, yeah, you have to compartmentalize. But however, we've seen some good defensive effort tonight from
Absolutely.
the Cardinals. It just, unfortunately, they haven't been able to score.
Hook shot is off the mark for Saylor and out of bounds. We're under 5 minutes remaining. Three-pointer for Palmer is off the mark. .50-50 ball. Cardinals win the draw. Back the other way. Graham high off the glass, won't fall. Cooper gets the rebound, back out to Palmer for 3, and she hits it.
She drained it.
She has scored the last 8 or 9 points in the game. Three-pointer for Saylor on the left wing, won't fall. Rebound for Palmer, ahead for Graham. Back to Palmer, long 3, well off the mark this time. Aballo has the rebound. That kid's got some levers.
Yeah.
30's got a lot of length. All alone underneath.
Nobody there. On the score sheet with their first bucket.
I guess that's Maya Barrett into the game. I did not hear them say, but number 2, I don't have. It could be Aubrey Schneider. But Aubrey Schneider's in like 7th grade, so I'm going to go with that's maybe Barrett, maybe, for the Cardinals.
I didn't hear the name that he announced.
That's why
unfortunately.
Definitely takes some getting used to seeing the players check in on the far side. This is Emslander at the free throw line, by the way. And she hits them both. Pass out to Porish in the corner, mishandled out of bounds.
Yeah, again, looking to get the ball to her on the wing. And
good hands by Horton.
Yeah.
Cooper trying to gain control in traffic. Got it to Horton, back across for Graham. Jakaya Palmer, top of the key, left side for Graham. Back up top. Where Palmer likes to shoot from. She'll take it to the top of the key, hand off to Rochelle Cooper. Cooper looking for some room inside. That pass taken away. Emslander underneath for Person, too far underneath, hit the underside of the basket. This one ahead to Rochelle Cooper. Strong move against Abalo, and she scores down low.
That's 8 points for Cooper.
Emslander for 3, rolls over the top of the iron. Rebound tipped around, saved right to the Cardinals as we're under a minute to go. Porish's pass knocked away by Abalo out of bounds.
In for the Eagles, number 15,
Time is ticking down, final 35 seconds.
Cooper, quick 3-pointer, won't go. Rebound tipped out of bounds.
You'll see if they just run the timeout. Shot clock off.
Emslander wants 3. She's not going to get it. Rebound tipped to Porish on the run. Rochelle Cooper in transition. Can't get it to go, but gets the foul. Will go to the line and shoot 2.
Oh, she's not going to get him off. As that's going to do it. Or are they going to let? Oh, they're going to let her shoot, even though the clock ran out.
I believe she earned the free throws in play, so you have to have her.
She
shoot.
did. Yeah, you're right.
Even the referees are like, well, the officials seem to think that means game over.
Yeah. I think that's what's gonna happen, and that is gonna be game over.
And that will be the end of the night.
81-34 will be the final, and you got to be impressed with this Totino-Grace squad. They you know, they're unassuming. All of a sudden, you look at the scoreboard, and they've got a 30-point lead, and they just do a nice job defensively, and offensively they're dangerous, and that's why they're rated number 6.
Yep, and for Coon Rapids, we talked about it, a very young team.
Yep.
These are lessons that are being learned for next year and beyond. And some lessons are harder learned than others.
This is true. But they knew they were in for a dogfight, into it with a tough one tonight.
Here's what we're in for in the very near future. We're back here on Friday night for a little wrestling tri-meet. with Andover and Champlain Park. We'll see the girls hockey team next week. You want to talk about tough tests?
Oh,
that is
it.
#1 ranked Centennial Spring Lake Park coming to the Crick. We'll take a look and see how they match up against a incredibly powerful conference foe. And we get to see the boys basketball team back here on Friday the 17th when they host Cambridge Isanti. But that will do it for this edition of CTN Sports. Again, the final, Totino-Grace 81, Coon Rapids 34. I want to thank everybody out there for joining us and continuing to support everything we do here at CTN. For the entire crew, including Howie Shapiro, I'm Joe Young, saying goodnight.